Derek's Vinci Toys, friends, followers, family. Today I'm going to bring you one of the all-time greats, one of the baddest and best villains there is, never was, and he's right here. We've got G1 Megatron. So I've got this guy coming up for auction pretty soon. He's complete. He's not mint or anything, but he's probably sort of C8 condition. I've got his little laser pistol as well there, which has got a bit of chrome loss, but we'll get to that. So I'm going to transform this guy, give you guys a general overall look at him. One of the, if not the baddest villain on the planet. That's right. I like him so much, I tattooed him on my arm with a couple other bad dudes, but Megsy's right there. I don't have a G1 Megatron. I'm so picky with condition. I don't like placeholders. So this one's not a dead mid bucket for me to keep, but my search will continue. But let's have a look at this guy. So it's obviously in P38 weapons mode. That got me in a little bit of trouble on a live video once, but we'll go there another time. This very Megatron, actually. Anyway, we're going to transform him, have a look at him, check his condition out, but more or less transform him, have a bit of a play. Now, a lot of you probably own Megatron, probably still own Megatron. What a beast of a toy. I had it as a child. I don't know what happened to my childhood one. I must have sold it. I don't remember breaking it or losing it like that. I must have sold it for peanuts, but there's another one in my hand again. Let's have a play. So, yeah, when he's in full weapons mode, he's got the silencer, he's got stock, he's got the little scope. He's a ridiculous weapon. I love it. Let's just break him down. So we take the big silencer piece off. This turns into like a bit of a, and this folds out into a bit of a cannon when he's in bot mode. That's pretty lame, I reckon. But, you know, it was something, at least it transformed. We take the scope off, and he put the scope back on his arm when he's a robot. It looks like the side cannon as he's got in the cartoons and everything. And then the socket just slides down. So that's all the parts. We'll pop them to the side for now. So that's just the hand pistol itself. Beautiful gun. Don't know if they'd fly anymore with weapons these days, but I don't know if you get away with a toy like that. But anyway, that's your G1 Megatron in pistol mode. Like, brilliant. Comment if you had this, if you loved it, if you destroyed it, if you thought it was lame in bot mode. I loved it. I like transforming it. I somehow didn't break mine. It's got a lot of like sort of pivoting sections, but I used to like just stand mine up. I think I even crafted a little stand. I wasn't very crafty, so it wasn't that cool, but a little stand to keep him up with all his gear on. It was bloody cool. Anyway, let's go. So his handle slips down and essentially are his thighs / legs. So they come out to the side. And as you do that, you see his head pops down. We'll work on that in a minute. So that's his legs. We'll just fold them forward. Like so, just for now. So not looking too good just yet. But anyway, the rear part that holds the scope are his arms. So that comes off and splits in two sections. And splits out to the side. Like I said, this is not really cutting edge new release or anything like that. This has obviously been done to death, this review, but I'm doing it anyway because I like playing with these guys. I haven't played with a Megatron or G1 Megatron for a little while. I haven't had one for maybe 3 months. So time to get one, you got to transform for photos and let that nostalgia hit you a little bit. So that's his arms spread out into the side. There's definitely different ways. I like to turn his chest next. So like so. Now this one's got a bit of sticker wear, you know what I mean? Like, so his chest turns that way. And that kind of raises, and that's his chest plate there. So then what you do is you spin the barrel and point it forward. So that's pointing forward, like in bot mode in the cartoons and everything. And then you bring forward his head, which is on a pivoting, I don't know what you want to call it, some kind of pivoting hinge. And his two arms, the T-bar which form his arms, clip under that chest thing and hold his head in place like that. So he's starting to take a bit of shape. He looks a bit better from the front right now. I was just turning his arm to show you. But so once that holds up, it clips that metal bar in place. And that's brought sort of his chest and head into place. From there is pretty simple. That's actually the main part. So his legs, they kind of come forward. Now, sometimes he's a bit loose and he's hard to balance. So you can either have his legs close or wide. It's kind of a bit of a balancing act. His feet slip forward. No rocket science there. And there as well, with the other foot. So his feet slip forward. And look, a lot of people reckon G1 Megs is a bit lame in bot mode. I've got a bit of a soft spot for him. Like I said, I had him as a kid. I really like him. He's not done yet. His arms extend. Again, not rocket science. You got to be careful. That hinge is, I've seen that broken so many times. A lot of people buy parts just so they can pull them apart and put one together. And I know a lot of people that have restored a Megsy from several broken Megsies, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, just be careful. Those hinges on the two side arms, very fragile. I've transformed this guy a million times, so I'm quite familiar with him. Um, yeah, I still won't take any risks. Obviously, it's not worth risking and destroying an old toy. So that's his two arms ready to rock and roll. But then the finishing touches, you slide his scope onto his right arm, and he becomes the menace that is Megatron. On the back. He becomes the menace with his weapon on his arm. He makes him look deadly. Let's face it, he is deadly. And there he is. So this guy's legs are a little bit loose, but that's him with a beast cannon on his arm. What a machine, man. Like I said, I know there's a lot of people that don't like G1 Megatron in bot mode. Like, they reckon he looks a little bit lame. Look, he looks a bit stocky, but man, I reckon he's iconic. And how the hell are you going to transform a gun into a robot, in the bloody 80s, early 80s, and making it look perfect? I've seen a masterpiece. That's actually one of my next videos. I'm going to transform him. I haven't done him for a long time, and I reckon I might have to burn up before I do that video because I might make myself look stupid. But that's masterpiece is just that. That's a spectacular bot. I'm actually keeping that. But yeah, like I said, for the year this is done, iconic, bloody breakthrough, absolutely magic. So that's G1 Megs. I've got this guy at maybe C7.5, 8. He's got some sticker wear, got a bit of chrome loss on his chest, arms, chrome loss on his little laser pistol here as well. And his legs are a little bit loose. So he does stand, but I don't have a platform this high. But often when you put him in, when you stand him up, I'll be careful. His thighs retract quite loosely. I think it's the left one. This is quite loose here, so he retracts in. So he'll go down one like that and he'll be a bit wonky. So, man, that's my man here, Megatron. Who wouldn't he mess up? Which bad dude's got a chance? I mean, look, I love JoJo. I love Mask. I love Star Wars. I love all these toy lines like more than most people. Megatron's taken everyone down except maybe Vader might have a chance, man. Use the Force, crush the metal. I don't know. I love Megatron. I didn't realize how much I loved him until about 5 years ago. I got back into Transformers, and I was stuck with Star Wars. I was stuck with selling and buying and collecting Star Wars for so long, and I forgot all the other toys that were so important to me as a child. And Megsy's right up there. G1 Transformers are so iconic. They were so just cutting edge, out of nowhere, just so far ahead of their times. You can say that about so many toys from that era, that they were ahead of their time, and they were. So innovative, so much so that now, what are they doing? They're running out of ideas and they're just rebooting everything. I'll transform him back just as I waffle on. But that's why our era was so special, man. Imagination was there. There was no bloody AOI. There's no AOI making these things. They relied on an imagination, maybe some recreational drug use, perhaps along the way to get some of the cool ideas out. But who knows if that was really the case or not. Yeah, man, like you don't get these ideas anymore now. It's pretty sad. I know a lot of people don't like AOI. I'm not a massive fan of AOI. A lot of people give me crap for those couple of little AOI videos I've done, but the ones I've done are just bringing to life some toys. Very difficult to do unless you're, stop motion photography is your thing. It's very difficult to make a vintage Transformer dance or whatnot without a little bit of AOI. So I don't mind it for that. I'm not a big fan of AOI for stealing jobs completely, which you can do. And it's amazing. I know a lot of people edit their videos with AOI and they don't do any of the edits themselves. And it's crazy how good AOI is. Anyway, this is not an AOI bashing session. Just saying, where do I start with this waffle? That's right. The waffle started from ideas. The ideas that they came up with back in the day were absolutely incredible compared to what they're doing now. 1980, I think it was 3 or 4. You tell me, I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but stand the test of time. We're going 40 years now. I still think that's bloody the best. One of the best Transformers. This says 83 on it, Takara 83. Just saying it, Manage Pack. I still think this is one of the best Transformers ever made. You say it's clunky in robot mode, not you, but some people, mate. I reckon they're bloody brilliant. And when you pop his bloody scope on and you load him up, that is the most menacing John Wick style bloody assassin weapon you're ever going to come across. And as a kid, that little stock thing fit pretty well. Anyway, there's your Meg. Megsy's coming up for sale. I'm going to have to auction him. I've got a couple of people pestering me about this very toy. When's it going up for sale? One particular man, I won't mention your name, has messaged me about 50 times, doesn't want to miss out on this. So I'm going to do it as an auction, because if I do a claim sale, it'll go in 3 seconds, and the other 4 or 5 people chasing it will spew. At least I have an auction. Everyone will get a chance to have a crack at it and see what happens. Possible to get him from international these days. Obviously, they think it's a weapon, but I'm in Australia. You live in Australia, you can get this through no problems. Anyway, thanks, guys. I like to have a little bit of a play with my toys before I sell them, and when I get them, if I'm not keeping them. And Megsy is definitely no exception there. I love the man. Tell me what you think of Megs G1. You like him? Is there a better one along the way? I know Masterpiece is spectacular. Like I said, I've got that transformation coming up in a little bit. I haven't done that for a while, so I definitely don't know how to do it off the top of my head. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research, check the instructions first before I record that video and have a play, because I don't want to make myself look stupid and break anything while I'm recording. Keep watching, guys, and keep a look out for this guy's coming up auction very soon. Thank you, G1 friends. Vintage toy lovers. Keep watching. There's so much more coming. Thank you very much.